What's up, JD Fit?
Okay, so today's video is going to be the top 10 mistakes that people make while working out.
And there's a lot of them. This is top 10 mistakes for beginners.
Yeah, that's true. Even sometimes, I feel like people do make these mistakes.
Yeah, I guess it's not really just beginners, but like these are just top 10 mistakes, I guess, because you're right. I do make these mistakes, you make these mistakes.
It definitely could get more advanced into the mistakes that like more advanced people who work out do.
Yeah, I agree. The first mistake is not using full range of motion. Now you've seen all like the memes, all the funny videos of people like curling like weights like this or like squatting like 1 inch down. And that's like a huge mistake because A, you're not really getting much at all from your workout. You're probably making another mistake by trying to lift way too much weight or just doing like everything wrong.
Another example is people do push-ups and they'll just do like a tiny little pulse instead of going all the full
There's definitely
range.
certain workouts where like maybe the goal is you do like 7 half reps, 7 half reps down here, then 7 full reps.
But I also think that's a little more advanced too.
Yeah, that's different. Like we're talking like using full range of motion, getting the most out of your workout, and that just comes with knowing what you're doing, having a plan. And if you don't know how to do a workout, definitely look it up.
Which
look it up.
leads us to the second thing, which
Search
is
it on YouTube.
Before you go to the gym, have a plan of what your workout is going to be.
Absolutely.
We talked about this in our last video, kind of like having a plan, having like a workout already written up. That way you go to the gym, you know what you're going to hit, you just know what's to come.
Yeah, so a lot of times people go to the gym without a plan and then they hit like 3 machines and they're like, oh, I don't know, I think I gotta go work out. I sat on my phone for like a half hour of the workout, but I think I gotta go work out. And then like they don't actually even do
because they're
very
just
much
distracted, they don't know what they're doing. Which also leads us to the next thing, which is to work out a muscle group at a time. And there's days where you can do full body, but I think a lot of times this is a mistake I used to always make, is I would only work out full body. I didn't know that like you would go to the gym and work out like biceps and triceps one day, or you'd go to the gym and just work out legs. I think that's really good because then if you go to the gym almost every day, it gives your body time to recover. So if I hit legs, then I'm not hitting legs for another like 3 days.
That's like the mistake, is not letting a muscle group rest. Because like I know, especially girls, I don't know why, it's like they just want to get the booty. They just want to get the piece. So they work out their butt literally every single day. I'm like, how can you even do that? If you're working out hard, how could you even hit it the next day or the day after that? Like you got to give it time to rest and recover. And
that's where you actually see results too, is when you let your muscles recover. So
yeah, you can work out back 3 times a week, but you got to space it out and have a plan and make sure you're not hitting it every single day.
This next mistake is something that I used to do all the time, and I still do it sometimes, and that is not getting in enough protein. And that is why we love our Built Bars. Honestly, these things are the best.
Gotta plug them.
We gotta plug them because these things literally save my life, because I don't know what it is. If I don't get enough protein in it, I start feeling really shaky and I just can't work out.
And when she says shaky, she means hangry. But
no,
Built Bars have saved your boy's life.
I'm hanger. Okay, today I'm going to be eating the coconut almond flavor. Literally all their flavors are amazing.
Love it.
The texture of these is just so gooey and
I always go for the thick sounding flavors like mint brownie.
No, Josh always goes for like the brownie,
amazing.
Peanut butter.
Yeah, I go for the brownie, the cake one.
Make sure you guys check them out if you guys want to get good protein bars, because we'll link them down below. They have so many different flavors and it's like zero guilt because it's 100% real. Check them out.
Yeah, 17 grams of protein, good for before, after, or even during your workout. So check them out down below. That leads us to our next mistake, which is skipping a warm-up, bro. Are you good? Like, come on, we gotta warm up.
You're really good at making us warm up.
I'm all about the warm up. Like, I'm not gonna go to the track and just start running sprints.
Otherwise, you're gonna do what our friend did and pull their hamstring.
Yeah, my friend tore his hamstring doing that. Stupid. So a good warm up, it could be simple. It could be, I don't know, footwork ladder. It could be some push-ups, depending on what workout you do. If you're gonna go run sprints, like maybe you run a lap, jog a lap, stretch out.
Calisthenic workouts, like stretches, like moving stretches, walking stretches, like high kicks to touch
maybe
your toes.
You watch one of our videos. We have like 5-minute video, 10-minute video, and like you can use that as a warm-up. If you're more advanced, like maybe some jumping jacks, push-ups, that's a good warm-up for you.
Yeah.
Or you could look up other warm-ups on YouTube as well.
Warm-up is key though, because if you don't warm up your muscles, you're gonna injure yourself. 100%.
Guys, YouTube is amazing. Like half the reason we even made this channel and like the JD Fit Instagram in the beginning was to like inspire and help you guys, because like that's how
we learn.
That's how I learned how to work out, is from YouTube.
Yeah.
And then like the more advanced I got, the more I started learning from people and like other things. But like got the jump from YouTube. So it's like we want to give it back to you guys. Another mistake is bad form. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but like this can actually be really bad, because I've had friends that have like like actually like wreck their backs, their knees.
I see people
like,
at the gym sometimes and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna hurt themselves.
Like a perfect example is like squatting, and like when you're down in the squat, like somehow instead of your back being up like this, like you
like
bent over like this,
or
like
your
breaking
knees,
your back or your knees.
Or your knees go over your ankles. It's really easy to get bad form. Like it's very easy. So it's not,
because if you don't know, how would you know?
So I think it's really good to watch like YouTube videos on how people do it, like perfect form, and then like literally as you're doing it, sometimes just like keep watching it. And really, this is my biggest thing is when I do squats or anything, I always like to look in the mirror to make sure I'm doing it right, because sometimes I won't even realize I'm like falling forward.
And that's why the mirrors are at the gym, by the way. It's not for it's not for you conceited people out there to check yourself out on the time.
It's not for you Joshes out there.
It's to check your form and make sure you're doing everything
and
right.
To
so
check
get
your
in front of the
biceps,
mirror.
though.
And yeah, make sure you look good too. Make sure you look good. And trust me, there is a video for any type of lift out there.
There literally
on
is,
how
even
to
the
do
craziest
form.
things.
And I go back and watch them sometimes. Or
I always
try
go
to
and
do like
watch
a
them.
crazier lift.
Or I go to my personal trainer, Josh, I'm like, am I doing this right?
Yeah, never feel stupid for like having to look this stuff up either,
Yeah.
because like I literally do it every single day. So so another mistake is overlooking recovery.
And this looks like stretching, foam rolling.
This is a
so
mistake
many
we
people,
make often.
Yeah, you're really good about it. You
Unfortunately.
force us to. I hate stretching, but stretching is so good.
I don't like stretching
It
either.
literally like helps your muscles recover. It is so good for your body. I feel like people who stretch like literally never get hurt.
And I feel like, because I go back to younger Josh's mindset, it's like, oh, I'm 18, I don't have to recover, I'm in my prime, which is wrong. And recovery could be as simple as like making sure you drink a protein shake after, have a protein bar after, or drinking amino acids, like doing the stuff like that, as well as like stretching.
But stretching is very, very important. Like it'll never hurt you to stretch.
Yeah, there's a lot of other recovery stuff out there you can do as well.
Steam room, all that stuff. Don't overlook it. It's very important.
Oh, here's a big tip actually, and it like bothers me so much when people do this, but I totally understand being hype about something. A tip is not overwhelming yourself. So a lot of people when they first, because this is for beginners and like everybody out there, when they first like get into the gym or have a goal, like they're like, oh, I'm gonna start working out, like I want to lose 100 pounds, and like they literally work out like 3 times a day for like a week,
and they only
like
see like a couple pounds
don't
drop.
drink pop, like don't do anything bad for a week. It's just something you can't maintain, so you've overwhelmed yourself and now you're not seeing the results you want, and then like you just stop going. That's the thing I've seen a lot.
You have to be easy on yourself. Make a realistic goal of everything. Don't overwhelm yourself.
Another mistake, not tracking anything.
Which is very important to track.
Actually, we're kind of bad at this, to be honest.
Yeah.
We're not the best at this. Like, we do track stuff, like our runs and stuff. But I like tracking stuff because, like, if you're not getting better, you're either doing something wrong or
like,
you should always be
example.
improving.
If you're running a mile, track your time for that mile and then write it down and then put like a date next to it and have a goal in like 2 weeks to beat that time. Or track your weight of what you normally like squat, and then in like a month or 2 months, come back to it and see where you're at compared to.
Yeah, and a lot of times people, like, a way I see people tracking stuff is like progress pictures. That's huge.
Yeah.
I never took progress pictures in the beginning, and I'm like kind of sad I didn't, because
yeah, that would have been cool.
It would have just been cool to see the difference. So that's a super simple way to track yourself, and then as well as like what weight you're pressing or whatever, or like how fast you're running, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Relying on supplements. Now, taking supplements, fine, but relying on them, like for instance, people that are like, oh, this weight loss pill, like I'll lose 20 more pounds.
Don't do weight loss pills. That's
relying on stuff like that is not the way to do it. Use certain stuff to aid you.
Here's the thing, guys. If taking a weight loss pill or some like vitamin
if it worked
or something,
without doing anything else,
everyone would be skinny.
Everybody would do it.
Everyone would do it.
Everybody would do it.
Everyone would be skinny, and everyone would have their perfect body if that actually worked, but
Now,
it doesn't.
I haven't researched much weight loss pills, so I'm not saying they don't work. That's why it says relying on supplements, because just taking a weight loss pill and not changing anything is not going to work.
But we do have to say we don't take weight loss pills.
Absolutely not.
Because I don't think they're healthy for you, and it's just something I don't want to do. I think the only way to do it is go to the gym and eat clean and eat healthy.
Yeah, but we do take like protein and pre-workout. Now I don't drink, like I said, relying on subs. Like I don't drink pre-workout and like I'm like assume I should be shredded.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun.
It's just like
it's like a habit.
Sometimes it's a little push to go to the gym or like the protein. I don't drink protein and expect to get like buff.
I'll drink pre-workout sometimes when I work out, not every time because it's not good to get like addicted to it. But I definitely think it really is like fun to take. It's like a little like, I don't know, it's like fun before you go to the gym, you take your pre-workout. Like, it's fun and it tastes really good. Maybe in a different video we'll talk about all the different like supplements we take and all the brands we like.
Also, I think this is our last tip or mistake that we see people do is lifting way too much weight.
Yeah.
Because
that's huge.
Like, it's not about the weight. In your instance, it was way too little weight in the beginning.
Yeah, in my instance, that I wasn't lifting.
She was scared to get too muscular.
Because I thought I would get muscular. I thought I would like gain weight. I don't know why.
Typically, it's the other way around where people like lift way too much weight and hurt themselves because then it creates like bad form and they're like just doing it wrong.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, you were the opposite. But I know when I first started working out, all my friends were like, "How much can you bench press, bro?" And like trying to bench like the most weight, and
which is bad because you're like just not even. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I mean back in high school, I probably like, kind of had that mindset a little bit, but now it's like I could care less about the weight because like who cares how much weight I curl?
Yeah,
like
it doesn't matter. It's more like your progress of where you're going.
How much you bench, bro?
350.
350. Sheesh. Yeah, but those are our tips or like common mistakes we see, so don't be that person. You know, watch this video back, make sure you're not making any of these mistakes. Honestly, remember, we need to make sure we're not doing some of these
everyone
mistakes as well,
even if you're like more advanced in working out, like everyone makes these mistakes, but these are just things that we would like you guys to avoid so you guys are on the right track.
Facts.
And with all that being said,
don't forget to check out Built Bar, links down below. Get your protein in, baby,
and we'll see you guys in the next video.